Hi everyone, my name is Charlie and I'm here today to talk to you about domestic violence. This is an issue that over the years has continually been pushed under the rug, and I'm trying to do what I can do to make sure that it's no longer pushed under the rug. It's the quiet crime, and it is a crime. Having an abuser abuse you is a crime. But before we go any further, I want to make sure that if you're watching this, you yourself might be in a situation of domestic violence. If you are, please call the national hotline number. It is 1-800-787-3224. That number again is 1-800-787-3224. For those of you that don't know what domestic violence is, domestic violence occurs when one person in an intimate relationship tries to dominate and control the other person in the relationship through fear, through intimidation, through stalking, harassing, shame, guilt, financial reasons, using the children, using pets. It can be quite broad, the spectrum of how the abuse occurs, but it is abuse, and you don't need to take it. Um, I was there. I have 3 children. They're called Irish triplets. Um, and my abuser used to beat me while I was pregnant with my babies. He has shot at me with a sawed-off shotgun. He drowned me, choked me, undid the lug nuts on my tires of my minivan for while I was driving my children, broke the brake line. He basically told me if I was ever to say anything that he would kill me, that my children would be in an orphanage. Mama would be dead, the children would be in an orphanage, and he'd be in jail, and he wouldn't care. I had enough. I said enough is enough. I showed him the way to the curb. The violence upped up a notch. I couldn't sleep. When I did sleep, it would be in front of my door so that my body would block the door from being easily opened and I would know that he was coming in. At my back door, I used to take those big 5-pound bags of flour and sprinkle them all around the back door. So that way, if he had walked up and had tried to get in, I would know the next day. I would know that he had been there. It would give me a telltale sign. I was finally able to get him to leave me alone, the babies alone, but it was a long, long fight. I basically had to leave my home with my 3 children in a small car with $400 to my name. We each had one bag apiece of our belongings from my entire life. I was 30-something years old, and I had each of us packed one bag. That was it. Anything was better than being with him and taking the chance of being killed. Years later, I'm still here. My children are beautiful. My daughter is a student ambassador for the United States. My other son received the highest scores in the state for testing. My other son has been involved with movies and is just a delightful child. It's been hard. I've had to do things that I never dreamed I'd have to do. Accept handouts, do a lot of praying, live in shelters until we could get on our feet. And we are on our feet. And it's been a tough journey. I didn't talk to people about it. I was very quiet about it. I was full of shame that I could have been with somebody that would punch me in the vagina, that I was with somebody that would leave a scar on my face. I was with someone that would break my ribs or split my head open where I had to get 14 staples. It wears you down. It took me a long time to get into another relationship. And when I did, unfortunately, it was with another batterer, which is what has brought me here today. We all can find ourselves in these places. I would like to teach you how to keep yourself out of these places. If you meet someone, don't take their word for it that they've never hit someone. Don't take their word for it that they've always been loving and kind. Search them up, baby. Search them up. And let me tell you, I just found out the man I was involved with, brilliant neurosurgeon, well known throughout the world, respected, esteemed, 5.0, grade point average from MIT, graduate of Harvard, was an abuser. He has, in just the past several years, had 3 restraining orders filed against him by different women. 3. Okay, one, sometimes okay, shit happens, it's not normal, but okay, shit happens. 2, yeah, you're pushing that envelope. You got some problems. 3 of them, honey, you need to get some shock therapy because you ain't right. And you can't talk to about her. You can't. You can't get them to understand your point. They just continue to twist it and turn it and twist it and turn it. There's no point. Don't try. Something I learned in this last relationship I was in was you just say nice doggy until you find the rock. Okay, what that means is you placate them. You continue to be nice to them as long as as you can while you're forming a safe way to get out. Now, if you can't, if you have to leave right now, then leave now. Go. Your things are replaceable. You are not. Your children are not. But if you can do it safely, if you can find a safe way to do so, you just say, nice doggy, and then find that rock. That rock is not meant to hit him over the head with it, but that rock is, you're putting it in front of you, you're staying safe, you're staying strong, and you're moving on. If you are indeed in the type of situation where you want to leave, the most dangerous time for a victim of domestic violence is when they leave. This is most times that more women get killed than any other time. So you have to plan this carefully. If you have children, go to the courts, apply for a restraining order. Include your children on this restraining order. You're going to be scared. You have the right to take an attorney with you who can be court appointed, an advocate for domestic violence, and or family members. You have the right to go there with people on your side. Do not let anyone tell you that you can't. You have that right. You also have the right each and every time your abuser does anything to you. You don't have to press charges. I know that's scary, but you can file a report. The police have to take a report. It is the law. Do not let them tell you they don't. The law states that they must file the report. Make them do it. Wait till your batter's at work. Do whatever you have to do. Make them do it. Also, keep a journal. Journals are admissible in a court of law. Keep track of everything. Every single thing you have to. You can use that when you get your restraining order. Now, when you get your restraining order, if you have children and you want to leave the state or even the city that you're in, you have to get permission from the judge to do this. You cannot just leave the city or county that you're in or the state without getting permission granted. It's a tough battle, but it can be done. Talk to an attorney about how to do this or search online. There are ways to do this. I was able to prove that I wasn't able to get the type of work I was trained in the city I was in. And the judge granted me permission to be able to leave my area. If you're able to leave your area, find a state that has got the most aggressive laws against abusers. Texas is a really good state for this. There's quite a few that are very, very aggressive. Find one that'll keep you safer. When you get there, go to the police department and give them a copy of your restraining order. Don't give them the original copy. Give them a copy. You have to keep your restraining order on you at all times. Give them a copy of it so they're made to be aware of the situation. Talk to your neighbors. Tell them too. Don't be ashamed. You didn't do anything wrong. They did. Okay, so